Brutal anti-drugs campaign in the Philippines. A Cambodian opposition figure placed under house arrest. The Thai junta leader aiming for another term as prime minister. And the Vietnamese Communist Party leader taking over as president, amassing power not seen in decades.
There's definitely an increasing trend toward authoritarianism and a significant decrease in freedom in Southeast Asia.
Minorities are under attack, including the Rohingyas, targets of the Burmese military crackdown. Even in normally stable Indonesia, a Christian governor is jailed under a blasphemy law. Some analysts say it reflects a global rise in the politics of fear and division.
A lot of politicians are leaning on those easy ways to whip up support. I think it's playing with fire in every context, and that would be true in the United States and Europe, and that's true in Southeast Asia.
Another factor is the lack of regional pressure to improve human rights, as ASEAN has long held to the principle of non-interference among its members. Analysts also point out to China, which is expanding its influence in the region.
As they do that, they're exporting their own values. And it's a little bit terrifying in light of the fact that China is committing unbelievable, serious human rights violations against its own people.
Over the past decade, China has stepped up trade and investment through its Belt and Road Initiative, nurturing close ties to Southeast Asian elites.
And in some cases supporting, potentially supporting corruption and things like that. And I think the countries in the region really have to figure out how they handle large amounts of Chinese investment and ensure they're keeping up international standards and protecting the rights of local people.
China denies accusations of abusing human rights and supporting corruption. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has been less willing than its predecessors to call out other countries for their shortcomings.
The United States will not tell you how to live or work or worship.
Throughout his 2017 five-nation trip in Asia, President Donald Trump focused on trade, terrorism, and North Korea's nuclear program, but hardly mentioned human rights.
My sense is that in the overall foreign policy of the Trump administration, that human rights does not have a very high position. So it's not just in the Indo-Pacific region. It is in many places.
The White House disagrees.
We promote human rights all over the world.
U.S. Vice President Mike Pence will be traveling to Singapore in mid-November, where he is expected to highlight U.S. military and economic commitments to the region. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News at the White House.